Welcome to the video. Welcome to the channel. My name is Rory. Today we're going to be talking about borders. Borders around videos, borders around objects. So let's get started. We have a clip here on our timeline. We're going to come up to our effects panel and we're going to, under effects, we're going to search for colored border. Effects, you have your search box, colored border. So we simply drag that onto our clip and you can see it's given us a border. We can change the color, hence the word colored border. We can change the border width. We can make it thinner. We can make it thicker. We can change the corner radius. We could go all the way and make it kind of an oval. We can change the soft edge. There's all kinds of things in here that we can do. All these parameters can be changed. Where the problem lies is if we come back to our video tab here and we try to change the X position, you can see the border does not follow along. Same with our Y, the zoom, the border just does not follow. Now, one way to fix that, we can come back here under Open Effects. We can search for Transform. And we have our transform. We can drag that onto our clip. Now, if we change the zoom, X and Y, we can see that the border follows. We can change all these parameters. Now the border will follow. So that's one way of doing that. Now, where that does not work is in a case like this. We could drag the video here. We could drag our border, colored border, and the transform on here. I'll just do it to show you. We'll go back to grab our colored border under Effects. I can drag that on here. And you can see that, again, it just does not follow. Even if we put the transform on there, I'll search for the transform. We can drag that on that clip, and it still does not fix this issue. The border will move now, but it did not just outline our video. So I'm going to hit Control-Z to undo these moves. We're back to our original clip. So the way to do this is to right-click, open in Fusion page, and now we have our video open in Fusion. So now we're going to search under Templates. We're going to come to our search box. We're going to search colored border again under Templates. And here we will drag that in. When it turns yellow and blue, you can let go. Now you see that it put an outline around this 9:16 form video. We can jump back into our Edit tab. We can zoom. We can change the position. We can do all of this stuff. Now, if you want to make any changes to this border, you have to jump back into the Fusion page to make your changes. So that's a good way to do that. Now, if you wanted to apply this to many clips, we could come up here. As you can see, on my edit page, I have all these clips. So we can, in our Fusion page, we can click on clips and it will show us our clips down here. Now this is the one that we made our changes to. So let's say we want to make the same changes to this one. We'll click on it, we'll hold Control down, and we'll click on that. So now these two videos, I will right click our original, apply composition. This box will pop up. Simply click overwrite. Now you can see it's added our border to these two files that we had clipped. So that's a way to copy and paste and add it to other clips. I'll close our clips drawer. Now if you want to do this same thing, we'll hop back over into the edit page. We'll come over here to a PNG file. This is a transparent background. We just have this lightning bolt. Now if we want to put an outline around this lightning bolt, we're going to come up here to our toolbox and we're going to search outer stroke. Click toolbox, search outer stroke. We're going to drag that onto our clip, and as you can see, it's put an outline around that. I'll zoom in here, and you can see how flat this is here, this sharp corner. So if you come over here, we'll highlight the clip, we'll go to the effects, and you can see border edge. Change that from box to circle, and you see how that rounded the corners so much better. It rounded it really well. Excuse me. It looks much better in my opinion than the box where everything is just sharp, square. I think it looks much better by changing that to circle. So that's how we can do that. Now if we want to copy that to this one, we could highlight Control C, but we highlight this one, we want to hit Alt V to paste. And where you want to just apply the fusion effects to it, we hit Apply. Now we see that it's added an outline to this one as well, simply by copying the attributes and adding them to this one. So go around in here and play around with things. You might ask, why would you use the colored border and the transform when the outer stroke does much better on anything? Really, the only reason is the outer stroke is slower at rendering. If you went into your deliver page and rendered out what you've done with these strokes, it's slower using the outer stroke. That is really the only difference. And the difference is not that big. So personally, I would use the method we talked about here for 9/16, or just simply use the outer stroke. That's it for this video. I hope you learned something. We'll see you in the next one.